Digimon news just is not slowing down. Between Digimon Story Time Stranger, Digimon ALYSION, Digimon Beat Break, and this news that I'm talking about today, it's honestly genuinely hard to keep up with, but I wanted to do a deep dive into our brand new Digimon world, or digital world, Shambala, the long-rumored third digital world. What is up, digital companions? My name is Karn EX and welcome back to another video. And yes, last week at Digimon Times, a brand new Digimon Pendulum color was revealed. I'm going to go a little bit deeper into those in a bit, but what was really cool is that the announcement of these pendulum colors also led to the reveal of a brand new digital world, Shambala. And if we head over to the website for Shambala, we see that it is a digital world separate from other digital worlds such as Iliad. They're specifically naming Iliad here, of course, because it is a digital world, but also because it is the digital world of Time Stranger, which probably the most Digimon fans are becoming aware of right now, and indeed lapsed or new fans are also discovering Iliad. Comprised of continents and islands adrift on the net ocean, also known as the Eastern Digital World. Shambala reflects data of the Far East from the real world. The Digimon that live there have adapted to its environment and digivolved in ways unique to Shambala. And here we see the world's creation with this wonderful art of Susanoo-mon. Under the order of Shambala's administrator Kunlun, Susanoo-mon destroyed the age-old network system. Then, with world-building power, it overwrote the system into what is now known as Shambala, or so the tales go. The administrator Kunlun, the administrator of each cyberworld, on par with King Drazil and Homeros. Again, King Drazil is from the default, I guess, digital world, and its various iterations, and Homeros, the name comes from Homer of the Odyssey and the Iliad, and he is the server manager of the Iliad server. To ensure the stability of digital world Shambala, the host computer is called Kunlun. Just as a heads up, some of this seems to be badly or machine translated, so forgive me if some of this doesn't make total sense. Shambala is in an unsustainable situation, only when it falls to be allowed to interfere in the world. It is a programmed system. It is said that it is usually in a dormant state. It doesn't have a fixed shape. A pattern resembling the Tai Chi symbol is displayed as a symbol. Its existence is only known to a select few Digimon. So much like how we still haven't seen a physical form for Homeros, so that may change with Digimon Story Time Stranger, it's also being implied that Kunlun doesn't have one static form. There's this kind of like yin-yang symbol situation. It may get other forms, it may appear as avatars, etc. I think they just don't want to commit to a form for it right now. Then we see the world of Shambala. In digital world Shambala, currently it is observed that only the area considered to be the center of the world, the observable area, consists of continents and islands. The names are the Genshi continent, that's the one on the left, and on the right is Ashino Island. There are different races on the Genshi continent and Ashino Island. Digimon have been confirmed. Shambala is different from other digital worlds. It is clear that there are many different and unique ecosystems. And yet again, you can see this kind of yin-yang shape for the mainland and the island, and actually this larger mainland and the smaller island on the right, or the east and the west, is reflective of China and Japan in the real world, with Japan on the east and China on the west, and even the way the mainland kind of curves into Japan is not dissimilar to the way that the mainland here of Shambala curves around Ashino Island. Then we have the heroes of Shambala, the Tente Hachibushu, with Shakamon, Erlangmon, Amaterasumon, the brand new Digimon from the Pendulum Color 7, Taketomon, Kaguyamon, Nezhamon, Enmamon, another brand new Digimon for Shambala and the Pendulum Color, and Ryugumon. Kunlun summoned 8 Digimon collectively called Tente Hachibushu. They are said to have been summoned to take up legendary Susanoo-mon's role of protecting Shambala. And yeah, behind them you can see the big headpiece of Susanoo-mon and his kanji right in the middle. The leader of the 8, Shakamon, receives Kunlun's revelation, and in turn relays its words to the others. The 8 are stationed in separate areas, tasked with carrying out Kunlun's divine will. And it's interesting the way they are divided, because we have the Sanai Ketsu. Among the Tente Hachibushu exist 3 Digimon charged with protecting the Yanshi continent. These 3 Digimon, Erlangmon, Taketomon, and Nezhamon, highly value martial prowess and have a proclivity for battle, earning them their title of the Sanai Ketsu from other Digimon on the continent. Their influence throughout the continent has spurred many powerful Digimon to fight against each other in a bid for supremacy. The 3 believe that this cutthroat struggle, the survival of the fittest, is the natural order of the world in which Digimon live. And yeah, you can see Taketomon, Erlangmon, and Nezhamon fighting Ginkakumon, Kinkakumon, and Xingtianmon. Notable here is that the Sanai Ketsu are the 3 Digimon specifically from Digimon New Century. These all debuted in Digimon New Century, the Chinese exclusive mobile game, whereas Amaterasumon, Kaguyamon, and Ryugumon, as as well as Enmamon, are all debuting in Japanese products, or at least Japanese originating products that have then left Japan to the world. Amaterasumon in the Pendulum Color, Kaguya-mon and Ryugumon both from Digimon Liberator, and Enmamon also in the Pendulum Color, kind of sitting in the middle, like Shakamon sits in the middle of heaven, Enmamon sits at the bottom in the middle, between New Century and Japanese products, perhaps for another purpose. And yes, as we go to the Samyojin, another beautiful tapestry of Ryugumon, Amaterasumon, and Kaguya-mon, these three Digimon who protect the Ashino Island, Amaterasumon, Kaguya-mon, and Ryugumon, are referred to as the Samyojin by the Digimon living there. They each have authority over a different domain. Amaterasumon rules the skies, Kaguya-mon oversees the mountains, Ryugumon governs the seas. They assert that Digimon adapting to various environments and digivolving is how the world should be. But where's Enmamon? Well, he is in Yomi. Yomi, the underworld equivalent to the dark areas of other digital worlds. This realm of the dead lies beneath Shambala, yet there exist accounts of the living having gained passage into Yomi through Yomotsu Hirasaka, which is connected to Ashino Island. Much like the Yanshi continent and Ashino Island, Yomi is home to a wide variety of Digimon not to be found anywhere else, as well as a unique ecosystem. Now, interestingly, Shakamon's Digimon Encyclopedia reference book listing actually has been updated. If we look back at her original encyclopedia listing, it said that the Digimon rumored to be the closest to King Drazil in the digital world, having protected the eastern digital world since ancient times, Shakamon is a being replete with affection, conferring trials upon others on occasion to prompt further progress within the digital world. However, its new updated version says the Digimon rumored to be the closest to the host computer in the digital world, having protected the eastern digital world since ancient times, removing King Drazil and perhaps referencing instead Kunlun, our new host computer of Shambala. So this lore is very interesting, but what does it mean for you? Yes, this all came to fruition, kind of reached a head with the newly announced Digimon Pendulum Color V-Pets. Number 6, Sayu Warriors or Western Warriors, and number 7, Toho Braves or Eastern Braves. And yes, the mascots of these Pendulum Colors are for Toho Braves, Amaterasumon, and for the Western Warriors, the Journey to the West. Finally, a Mega Evolution for Gokumon in Seiten Gokumon. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited about this. Finally, we have a Mega Evolution for Gokumon, and I love how you can see Chohakaimon and Seigomon in its design, as well as I think elements of Sanzomon too, the Journey to the West Digimon combined. These are actually the first numbered Pendulum Colors in 25 years. While we've had Pendulum Z's and Pendulum Color re-releases and things like that, the last numbered Pendulum Color was the 0 in 2000. Pre-orders for these are available on Premium Bandai, but if you're like me and Premium Bandai is not available in your country, or very likely by the time this goes up, the pre-orders have closed, you can always get the new Pendulum Color 6 and 7 from my sponsor, ZeninTCG. You know ZeninTCG by now, they are your one-stop shop for Digimon and anime goods, and they are celebrating 28 years of Digimon with their Digimon Celebration collection. But of course, they're also selling the Digimon Pendulum Color 6 and 7, even offering a great discount if you pre-order both together. And at the same time as the Pendulum Color 6 and 7, the new Iremon cases, Metallic Blue and Metallic Grey, were also announced for pre-order. And of course, you can get those on ZeninTCG too. And if you buy 4, you'll get 5% off, buy 6, you'll get 8% off, and buy 10, you'll get 10% off. But in addition to that, anyone who purchases more than 50 USD, including shipping through ZeninTCG, will be entitled to join their Digimon Time Stranger giveaway. ZeninTCG have 8 copies of Digimon Story Time Stranger up for grabs that you could potentially win if you buy $50 worth of product with them. And winners will be chosen when the game releases on October 3rd, so if you're gonna get these Pendulum Colors anyway, get both, get your pre-order locked in for when they release in December of this year, and you'll get entered in to potentially win a copy of Digimon Story Time Stranger, all thanks to ZeninTCG. Sounds absolutely amazing to me. I'm not gonna participate, of course, but it's amazing. I probably will still pre-order the Pendulum Colors from Zenin, but I'll ask not to be entered into the giveaway, but you should enter, and thank you to ZeninTCG for sponsoring this video. So we also got a pretty concise look at the new evolutions on the 2 new Pendulum Colors, and a lot of them are existing Digimon. However, there's also a ton of new debuts. It's probably the biggest wave of new Digimon we've seen in quite some time, with a brand new, as Humulos calls it, Nimbus Baby 1 and Nimbus Baby 2, the new Monkey Digimon, which we do get a better look at in the promotional material for the Pendulum 6. Kamemon makes sense, with it and Guapamon having Japanese mythology basis, a brand new Fish Digimon, an Ox Digimon, Hanumon, Sanzomon and Erlangmon, Shichiemon, Huankunmon, and Chongpongmon joining from New Century. As I said, Guapamon, Chohakaimon, and Shagaramon coming in from New Century. Lampumon, Pandamon, and Nezhamon, Ginkakumon, Gokumon, and our brand new Seiten Gokumon, Kinkakumon, Xingtianmon, and Dijiangmon from New Century. Then a brand new unnamed horse champion Digimon, Seigomon, the Journey to the West Digimon, Takutomon, also from New Century, Teruimon and Antilamon, which I think is super awesome, and instead of going to Cherubimon, we get another connection to the other New Century Digimon on here, Jogamon, the Golden Moon Rabbit. I love that. And also Shakamon is on the end. So you can see how this is the Western Journey to the West, very Chinese V-Pet. However, moving down to the Toho Braves, we get the more Japanese themed Pendulum Color with a Ghost Baby 1 and a Ghost Baby 2. And if we look at the art for Enmamon, they do seem similar to the entities that are floating around Enmamon, but I'm not sure if they actually are. Might just be kind of like similar digital creatures. Then also, as we saw in the promotional image, we have the new dog themed rookie Digimon, which potentially can go to Sisamon, which is awesome, but no Katoramon. Instead, we have a new Lion Dog Perfect or Ultimate level and Amaterasumon, which is sick. We then get Pekmon, Yatagaramon, and Ravemon. Their Japanese links are obvious. And then Hanimon from Digimon Liberator and its full evolution line. Kokeshimon, Karakurumon, and Kaguyamon, of course, featured in the Shambala website. We have a brand new Shellfish rookie Digimon, which is surprising to me. I thought we might just see Sangomon here, given it is in Digimon Liberator, and the evolution line we see here is Shellmon to Marine Bullmon to Ryugumon from Digimon Liberator. Then we have Musiamon, Oboromon, and Zambamon finally connected in the traditional evolution line. I think that's sick. Fugamon, the more Oni-like Ogamon variant, Karatenmon for the Tengu vibes, and a Tengu Mega level Digimon, which we've yet to see. Then we've got a Lucky Cat champion Digimon. It's impossible, it seems, for a cat to be a rookie Digimon at this stage. But this likely will be based on the Lucky Cat toys that you see in a lot of Asian markets, restaurants, etc. They're just a good luck charm. A new Daruma-based Digitamamon Ultimate, which I think is very cool. And then Ariemon, the what is supposed to be a level 7 in the card game, but uses a level 6 here in the Pendulum Color, which is tied actually to the Shellmon, Marine Bullmon, Ryugumon line in Digimon Liberator. I'm actually very surprised to not see this as a level 7 alongside Enmamon, but I guess there's just one level 7 so far. And then you'll have noticed that Renamon is also on this Toho Braves Pendulum Color, but there's 3 silhouettes there. That's not Cubimon, Taomon, and Sequoiamon, is it? No, it is not, because surprise, Digimon ALYSION news mid-video. So I'll go over this more in depth in another video or stream, but we did get a brand new trailer for Digimon ALYSION, a music video with music by Enna Alouette from Nijisanji. I'm not familiar, but cool. And in this trailer, we did see a few new cards, including a evolution for Gemmon in its red coloration. Maybe this will be different depending on the color of Gemmon, called Liskmon. And indeed at Anime Expo this week, we may have also seen the ultimate for this Digimon, Reptilimon, but we see Valna's Renamon digivolve to its new champion stage, Tenkomon. As Wikimon says, Renamon's new adult form Tenkomon is derived from Tenko, literally celestial or heavenly fox, a type of kitsune in East Asian mythology. It is said that when a kitsune reaches 1,000 years of age and gains its 9th tail, it turns a white or golden color and becomes a Tenko. And now again from the Digimon ALYSION booth at Anime Expo, we can see that we also have an evolution for Tenkomon, Sekamon, a much more beastly bipedal Digimon than Taomon, and a very different path, I think, for Renamon. But if we go back to the Digimon Pendulum Color 7, you can see how this quadrupedal silhouetted sprite with this kind of like ring coming around it is very similar to Tenkomon, and now that we have the card for Sekamon, it also matches up to this silhouetted sprite ultimate, leaving us only with this horned Mega Digimon. Is it going to be another waifu, or is Renamon gonna finally beat the waifu allegations? Well, given that we already have Amaterasumon, the sun goddess, on this Pendulum Color, its sibling and sometimes partner Tsukuyomi, the god of the moon, might be the mega stage for Renamon, which would buck the waifu trend of Sequoiamon. And if we look at Tenkomon and Sekamon, they're less feminine, I guess, than Cubimon and Taomon. So perhaps we are getting a masculine moon god nod in Tsukiyomimon for Renamon in Elysian and Shambala. Indeed, with Tenkomon and Sekamon seeming to have a bit of an ice theme, that could carry on into the moon and coldness and ice and stuff, maybe. I don't know. Also very funny that we have Time Stranger with the Sun and Moon Apollomon and Dianamon, and Shambala and the Pendulum Color with the Sun and Moon themed Amaterasumon and potentially Tsukiyomimon. Maybe we're going to see their Grace Novamon too. We're still waiting for Digimon reference book listings for all of these Digimon from the Digimon Pendulum Color, and we're likely not to see a lot of them until closer to the release of this thing in December. But it's super cool to see this brand new digital world come together and tie in Digimon Liberator and Digimon New Century kind of most obviously. But as we now have also confirmation that Digimon Elysian is fully set in the same world of Digimon Liberator, it starts to make sense why Digimon Elysian also is tying into Shambala. I talked about it in my last video on Elysian, but I thought it might be interesting if at least a closed beta came out around December. So now we're seeing so much information for Elysian, maybe the full release is December, right when the pre-orders of the new Pendulum Colors finally ship. Given that Valna's Renamon's new evolution line, one of the mascots of Elysian, is a fully Shambala-based Digimon evolution line. It's kind of crazy. Now, I don't think Shambala is going to have much to do with Digimon Story Time Stranger. I think that is very thoroughly an Iliad game, which is why there's some other stuff I think is not going to be happening with that game. However, this is incredibly exciting as a Digimon fan. Would it be nice if this meant that Digimon New Century finally left China? Yeah, and maybe in some way it is a portend of that, but I just don't think they're going to put two mobile games out into the Japanese and American markets when mobile games are already such a gamble. But maybe we finally get New Century outside of China? But given this cohesion between Digimon Liberator, Digimon New Century, Digimon Elysian, and maybe more, it's kind of incredible. Plus, let's not forget that a lot of this lore was kind of brought into effect through the VPET, the Digimon Pendulum Color. This is that brand synergy that I begged for only a couple of months ago, where things would act as decent cross-promotion for each other, and Shambala is the perfect example of that. Shambala promotes Digimon New Century, it promotes Digimon Liberator, Digimon Elysian, and just the regular TCG and Pendulum VPETs. It's phenomenal, and all of these are acting synergistically, like a proper brand. It feels like, at least for now, gone are the days when one Digimon product would release and have nothing to do with another Digimon product. I hate to use the P word, but that other monster game is so good at brand synergy, and I feel like Digimon is finally nailing it. So of course I will keep you updated on all things Shambala. When all the new Digimon get finally revealed and get their names and stuff, we will go over all of them. And I'm going to start doing weekly live streams because there's so much Digimon news at the moment. Containing it to one video is just really difficult. It either makes videos very padded out, or it means I'm having to do lots of individual videos that maybe people aren't interested in. So for major updates like this, there will still be videos, but for smaller updates, little bits of weird news, like for example, we got another brand new Digimon New Century Digimon revealed this week, Yihu Show, which looks like it could be a Mahiramon Mega. It hasn't been tied to Shambala yet. I don't think it lines up to anything in the Shambala Pendulum Colors, but it's interesting to see and something that I might not be able to cover in a video, but I could cover in a live stream. So tune in for that. They're probably going to be every Saturday, plus there will be videos every Sunday and a bunch of other stuff. So there is so much Digimon to talk about right now. It is going to be the summer and the fall and probably the winter of Digimon. So thank you all so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Thank you to my sovereign ZDK14, as well as everyone else who supports me over on patreon.com/Karn EX and my channel members here on YouTube. I'll see you next time when we go digital. Bye bye.